afterwards, because we're actually getting live into the first match here today. So guys, get ready. fearzzz versus Ty will be the first match. They're going to play on Blood Run. So here we are. They're jumping into the game right now. And fearzzz and Ty, this is quite a match actually for the first one of a Sunday Cup. Two pretty good players, and fearzzz, I think he is definitely looking to have the advantage here. But Ty's going to be grabbing that red, taking a rail, so things are evening out here. But he's lacking weapons.
Yeah, definitely lacking weapons at the moment. He's got the rocket launcher and the grenade launcher to play defensive. fearzzz, of course, needs the rocket launcher to do that as well. So it's going to be interesting to see who's going to do the most amount of damage, because I think there is going to be sort of a semi-fight around this mega health. No, actually, fearzzz is going to catch Ty off straight away, and that's going to gift him full map control, a free red armor, a free mega health. And yeah, Ty should have perhaps played his cards a little bit slower there, I think. There's surely going to be another frag here. Yeah, there we go. Two on the board straight away.
Yeah, so fearzzz is just looking pretty dominant, not really hesitating at all with any of these moves, just pushing straight in on that mega. Got pretty low in the fight, but wasn't really worried about it, and now he's pushing on for another frag. He doesn't really care how much damage he takes here. As long as he doesn't die, it's all good, because there's that juicy red, and now he's going to be set up to take whatever he wants, more or less. He's not incredibly strong, but he doesn't have to worry, because Ty, not only does he have way less armor, he's got very limited weapons.
I'm not actually sure where Ty is at the moment. There's no yellows being picked up. He's not upper, and actually, yeah, he's by the grenade launcher. So Ty really hasn't taken advantage of anything off the spawn. But those glittering grenades, they're the facepalm grenades. They make you want to rage quit the game. But thankfully, fearzzz has got 3 frags, so you might not actually do that just yet. But,
wow!
Oh, come on!
What is this?
God. Just abort, please. Yes, abort it. Oh my God!
That was amazing. That was so funny. What a weird series of events. And fearzzz is looking so incredibly dominant. There was just nothing that could have gone wrong. But then one grenade, okay, it's like, you know, I'll just grab the mega. Oh wait, the second one, then a third, and then he goes up to that grenade platform, takes a couple nasty rails. What is going on? Ty is that was a miracle, and he's got to use this pretty well, because fearzzz is back with the damage. Big rockets coming in from him. Ty's gonna take the next mega, but for how long can it really last?
Oh wow, massive miss by Ty. Shot straight into the wall there. But I mean, Ty could have had another frag there, to be honest. But I guess showing his inexperience perhaps a little bit in that exchange. And yeah, I mean, how long can it really last? That's the question, as fearzzz swings back control in his favor. 3-1, and I'm sure fearzzz isn't going to make that same mistake again. A little bit reckless. You mentioned, of course, he was just going in there for the fight. No, we can get the frag, and obviously doing that as well because all the health was up on the map, because every time I got a kill, it was a free kill, so to speak. No bubbles were picked up at all by Ty. So now, yeah, fearzzz going to have to be a little bit careful, but actually going to connect with a direct rocket before backing away.
Yeah, he's in a great spot despite his stack. He's in a very good spot. He's going to be able to pick up this yellow. Again, as you mentioned, all the health is actually up for him. So right now, he's chilling. He's got a good position here over by this red. He knows that he's pretty much in a favored position in the fights. Not because necessarily a stack or position or weapons, but because he's a better fighter. And he's going to go straight in onto Ty. Beautiful flourish there, right at the end with the railgun to finish off Ty in spectacular fashion. fearzzz is going to be now pretty much solidifying his control. He's in a concrete position now, whereas before it was somewhat fragile, somewhat flimsy. Now he has full control. He's got the cycle of the items he needs, and Ty needs to get super defensive. Taking rails like that just won't do. Moving into a more exposed position. Ty, what are you doing? He's crazy, but he's hitting the rockets. But still, it's not enough.
Yeah, it was a good direct, but yeah, just a crazy play as well, because obviously you got the HP bubble behind that, and it's just, yeah, not really hoping to achieve much out of it, just perhaps maybe his frustration coming out a little bit, maybe just overconfident, I don't know, but here comes the machine gun. Very actually underutilized for a lot of players in duel, but regardless, there comes another frag for fearzzz. The mega health, I'm sure, is a gift. Tries to force the spawner line again. Brilliant stuff actually there from fearzzz, and we'll connect with the railgun. And that's going to give, slight flop of the rocket jump, but he will get the red armor here.
Yeah, fierzz's rail is really on there. We can see it's at 62%, and he's hitting a lot of awesome shots as well. Like these flick shots that are vertical on the angle and so on and so forth. You know, pretty darn hard shots to connect. He's hitting those, and he's definitely got the moves as well. So let's see if he's able to keep this going. So far, there it is, another couple rails. And what can Ty really do against this? He's getting outgunned, outstacked. out-dueled.
I mean, it's like you mentioned earlier, DDK. He's just exposing himself, like diving in toward the railgun area, even just out in the open, essentially, just to get hit by 3 railguns. Fierz just has so many weapons. He can switch out and move back and play defensive with them, but he doesn't need to. He can just hit the railguns because he has at least 2-3 seconds as Ty enters into the fight to deal 3 damage. Here comes another one, I'm sure. Brilliant direct rocket as Ty tries to back away. But both players are about evenly stacked, but Fierz, again, just has all the weapons to work with. And actually, Ty with the plasma, but I mean, when you look at the scoreline...
What was that spawn?
Yeah, wow.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, that shotgun thing told you pretty much all you need to know as well. I mean, Fierz doesn't care. He just doesn't care at this point. He just knows that he's going to win. And that's what he's doing right now. He's not even really playing with the... Like, for example, if you ever see Rafa play a duel, it doesn't matter who he's playing. He will crush them, and he will not give a single frag away. He will not make any, let's say, errors, any decisions that, you know, he feels like, oh, well, I can do this. You know, I'm still going to win anyway. It doesn't matter. No, Rafa's not like that when he's playing. But we can see Fierz, you know, he's gotten into that mood, that kind of mindset where it's any decision kind of goes. It doesn't really matter because he feels like he's a better player and he's won the game.
I mean, I can actually see glimpses of evil somewhat in Fierz playing. And a lot of players will do this, of course, but you can just see Fierz occasionally trying to bait out the railgun shot from Ty. When it was at lower railgun area, he waited for Ty to shoot the railgun, expected him to jump to red and went through to get the flag. He just exploits every opportunity and just, I don't know, waits for Ty to make the mistakes. I guess he expects them. And again, comes down to inexperience, maybe the amount of times he's played against Ty or watched him, or maybe just that higher caliber player that Fierz may be compared to Ty is what's swinging it. But I mean, just, I guess, another level, at least here on Blizzard, anyway.
Yeah, and Fierz is going to make his way back over to the red as Ty blows himself up, goes back to 0 on the scoreboard. With 3 minutes left, it's definitely a 1 game for Fierz, and it's interesting because Ty could definitely take down an opponent like Fierz, but like you said, he makes these decisions where he moves into exposed positions repeatedly. You know, it feels as if he's not valuing his own life enough, and he's really getting punished for that in many of the spots. There is, of course, you know, ways to play much more defensively. You know, it used to be a kind of considered kind of guideline for Blood Run. If a score ever looks anything like this, and you are doing it wrong, no matter who you're playing against. So definitely Ty not valuing perhaps survival as much maybe as he should. But you know, people play duel for different reasons as well. Not everyone wants to be Ash Ketchum, you know, be the best. So
yeah, I mean, you always see Ty in the stream chat, and he obviously gets involved in the community a lot as well. Obviously, everybody wants to win. Let's not beat around the bush here. But at the same time, everybody knows. I mean, everybody's well aware that, you know, they might not actually be able to finish first, second, third, or even top 8 in the cup. So just to, I don't know, have a bit of fun, maybe then jump on and watch the stream, however you want to look at it. But I mean, Ty, by any means, is not a bad player. Just, I don't know.
Yeah, he's just not playing Blood Run as it should be played, really, against Fierz, especially when Fierz is hitting so much. You got to limit the opportunities of your opponent, especially when they're on a roll like that. And we're not seeing the right kind of movements. When you watch top players, you see them move in certain ways around in certain areas, and it's for a reason. Everything it's like any form of or any movie, any form of media. Like, everything is there for a reason. It's being carefully constructed. And that's the same with every single professional player. Every little move that they make has a purpose. And you'll see the players either postured over here or over there because they want to be defensive, because they want to keep that escape option alive, because they want to make a quick peek here or there or whatever. It feels like we're seeing a lack of structure from Ty's game, and it is just a more carefree, fun attitude, and there is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, exactly. But here we go, remaining 1 minute here in the map. Pretty sure we're not going to see a board at this point. Maybe we can see Ty get a couple of frags on the board. He does have some armor to his name. He could drop down if he feels forward. You've got to watch out for that plasma gun though. And this is surely going to, come on, get the frag with the shotgun. One more, there we go. Awesome, and the mega. And a lower yellow, maybe, if he's lucky. Nope, he gets the storm there.
It's also a bit of a kind of a gentleman's agreement in some senses. I know that you always have these matches sometimes where, you know, both players know who's winning the match, and for example, we see Fierz taking it a little less serious, a little bit more carefree, and then that invites Ty to do it, and then they start to do more crazy things just to turn it into a fun match instead of a stomp fest or something. It becomes a fun match where they have a bunch of frags, they have some crazy fights all over the place. They don't care about dueling on the items, and it's just a fun fight, and that's actually what we're seeing, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And, 10 seconds, make it 7. Ty, surely, come on. Get it. There we go. Actually hitting 68% railgun.
Yeah.
So not that bad, to be fair, but obviously not match-winning railgun.
Yeah, definitely. So there you go, 12-7. It was fearzzz game all the way. We had a bit of a weird situation very early on, but it leveled out, and we saw fearzzz very dominant there. So, guys, I think that's more or less all to say. Is there anything you'd like to add before we hit up the break?
No, not really. Quick first game entry into the tournament, and yeah, plenty more games to come today.
All right, guys, stay tuned. We'll be back right after this.